Well, the last time Nolan and I were together, we shared with you the pathway for full inclusion that Nolan's experienced through his school career, culminating now in his senior year. But full inclusion is just one pathway, and we want to share with you one that's a little bit more restrained, a little more self contained. And let's start off telling you about a buddy of Nolan's named JJ. Now, Nolan, tell us a little bit about JJ.
Thanks, Dad. You're all right. JJ is a friend of mine. Like me, he has Down syndrome. I've known JJ for years. We play on the same Special Olympics team where his mom is often my coach. She is a very awesome coach. But I don't spend much time with JJ during the school day.
That's right. So JJ's not included like you are, or fully included like you are. He's kind of like these red and blue and yellow dots, where he spends most of his day in a self-contained class, or what some people might talk about as a resource class.
JJ takes most of his classes with Miss B. She teaches in the same classroom all day long. JJ and a number of my friends with disabilities spend most, if not all of the day with Miss B in her classroom.
You mean JJ and the friends you were just talking about, they don't move around the building like you do, Nolan?
Well, they take special education classes where they take life skills class. For example, this semester I am taking a class with them about career and development. For me, this is my only special education class, but for JJ and many of my friends, this is the type of class they take all day long.
That's right. So that's an elective you're taking to learn more about career options, but they spend a lot of their day in life skill classes, like learning how to do laundry and other elements there. And if I remember correctly, talking to JJ's mom, he's been taking a cooking class every semester, every year he's been in high school, and he takes a lot of PE classes with Coach Stoll, adaptive physical education. So yeah, that reminds me. So
That's right. My friends spend most, if not all day, of their day in either room 100 or room 119 with Miss B. I do see them at lunch and spend time with them there.
So instead of classes that are aligned with like the state standards like government and astronomy and geology that you've been talking about and taking it with your same age peers, they're taking these separate classes kind of focused on life skills like shopping, and I know they go out and do field trips for shopping and things of that nature. Um, so is that right, Nolan?
Yep, actually, sometimes I'm jealous because they don't have to read as much as I have to, and don't think they're right at all.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that you're reading and writing, Nolan. But I got to tell you, it was funny when we found this worksheet about life skills and fast food. How do you learn about life skills and fast food via a worksheet, huh? We thought that was kind of silly. So now, Nolan, your friends when you were in elementary and middle school, now were they also? Well, you tell me about it. You tell me about elementary and middle school.
Well, JJ and some of my friends have been in these special classes for years. Back in elementary and middle school, they spent a good part of their day in the special classes.
Seems to me that these special classes, unlike we you, and we got a lot of options going on here, sounds like they have some limited options and kind of some limited roads to go down as JJ thinks about kind of next things. I know for him, after high school, it's kind of some what we call kind of limited employment and things of that nature. And I'd argue it probably has a lot to do with these environments that are not with its typically developing peers and not with some of the classes that you would expect. So, kind of limited classes, limited options, not necessarily the best for JJ, huh, Nolan?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but he's a good buddy, isn't he?
yes, he is.
And he plays a lot with Special Olympics.
And also in our sport.
and also unified sports. And unified sports, that's right, that's Special Olympics, but also besides people with disabilities, who else plays in unified sports?
It's because with typical abilities.
Yeah, so some of your friends with typical abilities as well. Well, there's a story of Nolan and a story of JJ. Two kids with Down syndrome, two kids throughout their educational experiences. One that spent a lot of time in the general education classroom, if not all, and another that spent very little in the general education classroom and most in a self-contained or resource. Outcome-wise, kind of different options. One for Nolan, he's going to go more towards employment and school, including the University of Kansas, right, Nolan?
Yes.
Yeah, not Notre Dame, but the University of Kansas. Rock Chalk. And then JJ, who sadly will have some limited options as he finishes up because of the experiences or lack of experiences he's had. Well, thanks, Nolan, for sharing.
Thank you.